Hello, I hope y'all are having a great day. It's January 5th, and today I'm going to be talking about uh nothing significant really. I'm going to be talking about mainly kind of just we're going to be looking at I guess really just the next couple of weeks, kind of what we can expect temperature-wise and that kind of stuff. So yeah, let's go ahead and get started with the video. Thank y'all for watching. If y'all are, I really appreciate it. Let's go ahead and get started though. So, of course, once again, I forgot to get the pen open here, but just use this for now. But we can see, I'll just get rid of Epic Pen for now. But we can see this is pretty much what we have currently going on right now. We some snow in the Rockies, into the plains here, even into the Pacific Northwest here. Um, we got our low pressure system in Canada right there. We can see a little bit of some light snow showers associated with this for areas in Minnesota, Wisconsin, Michigan, and maybe northern New York. Getting in on some of that, a little bit of maybe rain showers too. Not a lot of moisture with this storm system though, as you can tell. Um, Really, the next big event for the central and the eastern U.S. is this. We're going to be talking about this a lot. Uh, Real quick, is this storm system, this potential little winter storm in the southeast here? We can see in GFS. This is early or like late morning on January 6th here, and we can see we have a little bit of snow falling in areas of Tennessee, Kentucky. That's not Kentucky, but and maybe even some ice in Alabama, Mississippi. Let's go ahead and zoom in on that area and look at what we can expect snowfall wise, because this is another this just I mean this isn't completely rare, but this isn't common either, to get these types of little like snowstorms in the generally the south. But I mean, this area does get a bit more snow than, for example, this area. A lot more snow, I guess, to be exact there. But we can see this is the NAM model 15Z Thursday. We can see we have our low centered right around. I don't really know what's there. Looks kind of close to Columbus, Mississippi. Let me get rid of the pen real quick. Let's actually lock it on forecast hour 21 here. We're gonna lock it on forecast hour 21. So we can go ahead and switch over to a different model, for example, like the HRRR, which is actually surprisingly rather similar. Low, if the NAM was about right here, if HRRR it's a little further east. That's pretty good though. For that's pretty good. I'm not gonna lie. We can see our rain snow lines about right here in northern Alabama. For freezing precip, we can see some sleet and maybe some freezing rain in there. But look at this snow though, falling in areas like Nashville, Paducah. I mean, just a decent little snowstorm for the south. I mean, if this was happening further north, this wouldn't be that big of a deal. But considering this is happening in the south, that's what kind of makes it a bigger deal. By 17Z, this is getting into the afternoon hours. We can see our low is kind of not there anymore, but we still have a decent bit of snow falling in areas of Tennessee, Kentucky. A little bit of rain on the southern side of this. I don't think severe weather would be a big issue with this. So that's kind of good. And then by kind of later afternoon, we can see still good snow falling in Tennessee, Kentucky, kind of that area. Maybe some rain. Let's take a sounding here in front of that little line in Alabama. Yeah, maybe we could get a marginal risk kind of close to southern Alabama, kind of that area. We'll have to see. It's not out of the question. Mainly, it'll definitely be for wind. I don't think we're gonna have a great like hail threat or anything, but and really another story behind this is going to be the cold air. I mean, we can see that temperatures at this time, Thursday afternoon, they're going to be very cold. Like very cold. We can see some more mild air. I mean, still pretty cold though for the southeast, like 50s in Columbia, Atlanta, Athens, Greenville. We can see on the backside of this though, we have 20s, teens, even like single digits in some areas, which is that's pretty cool. But in southern Alabama though, where we could see that marginal, is pretty warm. And the environment is favorable. Maybe there's some damaging winds. Doesn't look like a great chance. So even some negatives up in the Midwest there. Wow. Uh, let's take a look at total accumulated snow with this and see what we're looking at with the NAM, or with not with the NAM, the HRRR, my bad. Let's take a look at the Kuchera ratio. I hope I'm saying that right. Let's go out to make sure the storm system's passed already for Tennessee or Kentucky here. You can see a good several inch event for this area on the HRRR. And we can see about like 2 inches for the Nashville area. I mean, generally like a good like 3 to 5 inches for many areas, so like 2 to 4 on the lower side of things. But definitely not a bad winter storm for the south here. I mean, even still though, we do have some decent totals even over towards like kind of like to the south of Columbia, Missouri. Don't really know what cities are in here. We got Springfield. I think it's Springfield, Missouri. Yeah, right there. We can see definitely very interesting looking. But let's go ahead and go over to the. Let's go ahead and go over to the. Let me just turn that down a bit. Sorry about that. My mic is a bit loud. I'm looking at that. I'm pretty sure you can hear me pretty well, so I'm turning it down. But take a look at the NAM for snowfall, just for a comparison as well. We can see a little bit further north though, with the actual accumulating snow. Doesn't make it as far south. Pretty sharp cutoff line as well, but generally a good several inches for many areas. Good to see. But yeah, let's go back to the GFS and talk about the really when we could see our next big storm system after this. The west is going to be in a very busy pattern of a lot of snow. We can kind of see this is just by Friday. We can clearly see what our like some winter storms are going to be like the path these lows are going to be taking here. We can very clearly see it. That's actually pretty cool. But let's go ahead and throw this into a loop here and then get precipitation type here, and we can take a look at when we could see our next big storm system. We could even be seeing this thing bring in a pretty decent little winter storm for some areas of the Northeast here. Definitely, we'll go into that a bit more probably by maybe Friday, but I mean, it already looks like this happens Thursday nights. But maybe a decent little snow in the Northeast as well. Areas like we can see even pretty far south though, like Washington D.C., Boston, according to the GFS there. Then see another storm system kind of enter the plains this Saturday and Sunday. Doesn't really get too organized and this kind of have a low along the cold front in the southeast here. Maybe bringing a little reinforcing shot of cold air. But we can see generally temperatures are going to be very cold for the majority of the country. And we can see Friday morning we're in the teens in Nashville, maybe even like isolated single digits according to the GFS here. Well into the negatives in areas. Look at that, negative 31 in Grand Forks. Now, this is a model, so keep in mind that this isn't like what's gonna happen. This is kind of just a like a I don't really know how to put this in words, but like a how can I explain this? All right, well, I would say it's like a forecast, but like it's not a forecast. It's not a forecast at all. This is just one model, and it's likely going to be wrong. So don't take these numbers literally. But we can see very cold though, with the exception of Texas though. Saturday, very warm once again. We can see the southeast cold, Midwest, Northeast, Northern Plains, Central and Southern Plains are very warm. Southwest is still rather mild. We can see a little reinforcing shot of colder air, maybe bringing some more lows and below freezing to the deep south. Very cold pattern looking for the southeast. Really, that area doesn't get too warm the whole run in the GFS. Good to see. Texas it does get pretty cold, but does also have a warm up around the fifth around now, like around like currently. But yeah, that'll wrap up today's video. Thank you for watching, and I will be back on Friday. But yes, I hope y'all have a good Thursday, and goodbye.